I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon, which I can say now every day.
That hot mess that they air in the mornings, called The View, had to issue not one, not two, not three, but 4 corrections.
Welcome back to my channel. This shocking revelation will shock you. Right now, The View is in utter disarray. And this isn't your average petty celebrity feud. It's a full-blown legal catastrophe that threatens to derail the show for good country. A stunning $900 million lawsuit, co-hosted by superstar Carrie Underwood, has just made headlines, jolting the whole entertainment business. This is no small legal issue. It has the potential to derail the longest-running talk show on television.
Country superstar Carrie Underwood has spent most of her career avoiding political talk, but she's set to perform at the upcoming inauguration. She said in a statement that she's doing it because the country must come together in the spirit of unity and look to the future. And lots of her fans aren't thrilled about it, but lots of her fans are.
What happened to set off this unprecedented legal struggle? How did we arrive at this point? Get ready for an epic tale that began when country music star Carrie Underwood stunned fans by revealing that she would be performing at Donald Trump's second inauguration. This wasn't your average performance, though. Underwood had every intention of joining the Armed Forces Chorus and the United States Naval Academy Glee Club on stage, turning the event into a high-profile patriotic spectacle. The announcement sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Fans were taken aback by Carrie's unexpectedly strong political statement. The internet was filled with speculation about whether she was betraying her fan base or choosing sides in the most divisive political climate in history. The View co-hosts wasted no time jumping on the bandwagon, attacking Carrie's decision and casting doubt on her motivations and reputation. But did they go too far? Carrie appears to think so, as The View is now facing a massive lawsuit that could bring everything crashing down. And that's just the beginning. Things got worse when the co-hosts of The View didn't stop at discussing her decision to perform at Trump's inauguration. They tore it.
It's always amusing to see what pisses the left off, because then you get a really good visual of where their priorities lie. There are a lot of people on the left right now that are more outraged by Carrie Underwood performing at Trump's inauguration than they are over Democrat mismanagement literally burning down America's second largest city. Then they want to make fun of us when we don't have A-list artists performing at our events, but then when we do, they're about ready to combust. Get a grip on reality. I understand maturity and tolerance is like unknown territory for you, but there are a lot of famous people who don't think like you, and there are very few people who would pass up an inauguration gig because, well, it's a presidential inauguration. It's a historical event. Regardless, you don't get to cheer for your twerking rappers at Kamala's rallies and then criticize a Christian country artist for wanting to show love to her country and share her talent to welcome in the next president. Carrie Underwood has said herself that we should come together in the spirit of unity, which is a message you guys like to preach about constantly, but never want to put into play when it actually matters. A bunch of self-proclaimed champions of free speech and choice, but only.
Joy Behar wasted no time getting to the point. She went so far as to say that Carrie Underwood was un-American for accepting the invitation to sing at Trump's event. Elisa Griffin, on the other hand, jumped to the conclusion that Carrie's decision was motivated solely by money and not by patriotism or politics. Not only that, but she wasn't the only one who did this. As soon as Joy made her claim, Sunny Hostin stepped in to support her. She made it crystal clear that she would have flat out declined the offer if she had been in Carr's shoes. Furthermore, she maintained her stance even after admitting she couldn't sing her heart out. Then came Whoopi Goldberg, and her stance was a little different. While she didn't personally agree with Carr's choice, she actually defended her right to make it. She pointed out that people have the right to make their own career moves no matter how controversial they may seem, but that's when Whoopi brought up an interesting twist. She compared this whole situation to MSNBC's Joe Scarborough and Ma Briss's infamous meeting with Trump at Mar-a-Lago. What was she implying? That this wasn't just about Carrie, it was about power influence and who gets a pass for their political ties. Now, despite their heated debate, the co-hosts somehow managed to agree on one thing. This performance was going to be a moment that would define Carrie. Underwood's career, and then came Inauguration Day. The stage was set. Carrie was moments away from performing America the Beautiful after Trump's 30-minute inaugural address, but just when everything seemed to be going smoothly, a technical disaster struck. A sudden glitch nearly threw her entire performance off track. The pressure was on, the stakes were sky high, and millions were watching, but did Carrie panic? Not a chance. Instead, she did what true professionals do. She improvised like a pro and delivered a stunning performance, proving that no controversy or setback could hold her back. But little did she know the View's words would come back to haunt them in ways no one saw coming.
Miss Carrie Underwood, Miss Season 4 American Idol winner. I'm gonna dig a key into your car. I'm gonna swing a Louisville Slugger to both your headlights. What are you doing? What are you doing during the inauguration? Hello? Miss, are times that tough? Is no one listening to Before He Cheats anymore? Like, what? Carrie, baby, no.
A technical glitch threatened to derail everything. But in a move no one saw coming, Carrie Underwood took complete control of the moment. Without hesitation, she abandoned the instruments, went full a cappella, and turned what could have been a disaster into an unforgettable experience. With millions watching via live stream, she commanded the stage, urging the crowd to sing along. The result? A breathtaking, spine-chilling performance that had everyone inside the White House in awe. The reaction was immediate: standing ovations, thunderous applause, and praise from top officials. But there was one glaring exception: the View co-hosts. They weren't clapping, and when social media caught wind of their reaction, or lack thereof, an all-out war erupted. Twitter, Facebook, and every corner of the internet exploded into heated debates. The burning question: was Carrie Underwood a hero or a traitor? Was she standing up for her beliefs, or was she playing into a political game? Suddenly, Carrie found herself under a microscope like never before. Fans began digging into her past, searching for clues about where she really stood politically. And what they found sent the internet into a frenzy. For years, Carrie had carefully maintained a neutral image, steering clear of political discussions, avoiding party affiliations, and sidestepping controversy altogether. But now, a swirling rumor took on a life of its own. According to some sources, Carrie had always been a quiet Trump supporter, and this performance wasn't just another gig. It was allegedly a deliberate statement. But was there any truth to this? Or was it yet another attempt to drag her into a political storm she never wanted to be a part of? Even Carrie herself had addressed this issue in a past interview, making her stance clear. "I try to stay far out of politics if possible, at least in public, because nobody wins." And yet, here she was, right at the center of a controversy she had spent years trying to avoid.
Doctor.
Hey, do you have that Obamacare?
Obamacare? What's that? What's that?
Oh, it's great. It's great. I started signing up last Thursday and I'm almost done. Let's go to the website and get you signed up.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Let's see. This can't be too hard, right?
Why is it spinning?
Oh, it does that.
Okay. Why is it smoking?
I don't... Maybe we should restart it. Obamacare by morning. Why is this taking so long?
So long.
So long.
Hold on. I'm gonna wind up with hemorrhoids if I sit here till dawn. We'll have cataracts and dementia. Oh, this is getting on my last nerve. Obamacare by morning. Over 6 people served.
Yet suddenly, staying out of politics was no longer an option. The internet had spoken. Carrie Underwood found herself at the center of a scandal she never saw coming. And this is where things took a turn for the absurd. Everyone demanded a clear-cut answer, a black and white declaration of where Carrie stood politically. But the truth? It wasn't that simple. For years, Carrie had carefully walked the line, never fully revealing her political stance. Yet eagle-eyed fans weren't convinced. They dug deep, uncovering key moments that allegedly hinted at her leanings. Back in 2012, reports surfaced that she had registered as a Republican. But did she vote for Trump? That remained a mystery. In 2016, she posted a casual car selfie on Facebook, proudly displaying her "I voted" sticker. But she never revealed her choice. Was it a subtle message, or just another attempt to stay neutral? Then came a rare moment where Carrie took a public stand. She criticized Tennessee legislators for passing an ag-gag bill, a law many viewed as anti-animal rights. Some saw this as a progressive stance, while others dismissed it as apolitical. But after her performance at Trump's inauguration, fans started connecting the dots. Had the signs been there all along? Was her emotional speech about peace and unity truly authentic? Or was it a carefully crafted PR move? For a while, Carrie remained completely silent. She refused to engage, refused to explain, refused to feed the controversy. But the internet doesn't wait for answers. It creates its own. And then, the unthinkable happened. A full-blown boycott movement erupted across social media. Former admirers turned into vocal critics, urging others to abandon Carrie's music entirely. It wasn't just unfollows. People were blocking her on streaming platforms, deleting her songs from playlists, and encouraging others to do the same. In a matter of days, Carrie Underwood's career, years of hard work, countless hits, and a legacy built on talent, was suddenly hanging by a thread, all because of one performance. And in that moment, she must have asked herself, why am I the one paying the price for this? Carrie Underwood had reached her breaking point. After relentless scrutiny, backlash, and a full-scale boycott, she decided she wasn't going down without a fight. She was done staying silent, done letting people drag her name through the mud. And so she made a move that sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. In a stunning turn of events, Carrie filed a jaw-dropping $900 million lawsuit against the very people she blamed for igniting this firestorm, The View's co-hosts and producers. Just like that, she flipped the script. But she wasn't stopping there. Carrie and her supporters wanted the show gone, permanently. The longest-running daytime talk show, infamous for its cutthroat debates and relentless controversy, was now in serious danger of cancellation.
If you haven't heard yet, Miss Carrie Underwood, she signed up to sing at the potential inauguration. So if that's a deal breaker for you, like it is for me, and you have a Spotify, get over there and block her. You can block artists that you don't want, that you know support Dumpty. So if you don't know how to do that, you go to the artist, you go to three dots, you click that, then you can click block artist. So I suggest that we all do that. Yeah, there's a few songs I like of her, but it's not worth it. Not worth it. We're not supporting MAGA lovers. Not doing it. So I suggest you go do that too. Plus, it's not a deal breaker.
Of course, The View has never been a stranger to controversy. Since its debut in 1997, the show has been plagued by whispers of backstage manipulation, accusations that producers deliberately push co-hosts to stir the pot, attack guests, and create viral moments, all in the relentless pursuit of ratings. But now, that very strategy might finally be catching up with them. Joy Behar, Whoopi Goldberg, and Sunny Hostin have all faced explosive allegations over the years. Some have accused them of racism, sexism, and shutting down opposing views. Many claim that guests barely get a word in before they're ambushed, interrupted, or outright humiliated. And in some cases, the fallout has been nothing short of disastrous. Take, for instance, one of the show's most infamous scandals, Whoopi Goldberg's defense of Bill Cosby. At the time, Cosby was facing numerous sexual assault allegations, yet Whoopi hesitated to condemn him. Her refusal to immediately denounce her longtime friend sparked outrage, and before she knew it, she was facing calls for her own cancellation. Then there's Joy Behar, whose name has been tied to scandal more times than fans can count. One of her biggest controversies erupted when old photos resurfaced. Photos of her wearing a highly questionable Halloween costume that many deemed offensive and inappropriate. The backlash was swift and severe, further tarnishing her already controversial reputation. Now, with Carrie Underwood's lawsuit shaking up the industry, all these past scandals are being dragged back into the spotlight like never before. Could this be the final nail in The View's coffin? Or will the show manage to weather yet another firestorm? Because the controversy, it didn't stop there.
We have to start by saying that, like every American this morning, we are heartbroken.
One of the most infamous incidents in The View's history resurfaced when Joy Behar found herself in deep water for an old Halloween costume. During a program exploring the resurgent trend of embracing natural curls, a photo of pleasure and heavy makeup showed on screen. Raven Sim didn't hold back. She directly questioned whether Joy had used tanning lotion to darken her skin. Joy's response, she nonchalantly brushed it off, stating it was Halloween and I was dressed as a lovely African woman. The criticism was fast and nasty, compelling her to offer a public apology. However, this was just one of several occasions that fueled fury against the show. In recent years, the perspective has been accused of being too political, pushing biased narratives and causing divisiveness among viewers after Trump's second inauguration. The co-hosts have been relentless, from pulling apart Carrie Underwood's decision to sing at the event to attacking Trump's cabinet. Picks their passionate beliefs have generated more adversaries than ever before. For many fans, this newest scandal was the final straw. The calls to terminate The View weren't just about Carrie anymore. They were about years of controversy, prejudice, and unbridled drama. The show had survived numerous storms, but could it survive this one? And if it did, what would become of the co-hosts' careers? After decades of running the most talked about midday show, were they finally facing a reckoning they couldn't escape? Is this the end of The View? Or will they find a way to evade cancellation one more time? Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned, for this story is far from over. See you in the next one.